Eliana Moreno has been overhead for the past hour, and she had the view earlier, and now the difference we're seeing now. Eliana, can you tell us about that?
Kathy, when we first arrived, it was an inferno. There was flame as far as the eye could see. In fact, we could see the flames all the way from the San Fernando Valley. But just a few minutes ago, it looked like the situation was getting a lot better. The flames that you see there in the center of the screen, they were essentially gone. But then right before our 11 o'clock newscast began, that is when we started to see the flames again. So either one of two things likely happened. They're either trying to relieve the pressure or one of the valves gave out. But the unit that appears to be on fire, I believe is what's called the ISOMAX unit. Essentially what they do is they take thicker oils that we can't use and convert them into lighter fuels that we can, like gasoline or jet fuel. So that appears to be the machine that is on fire here for unknown reasons. Now the fire department, they can't really battle this one with water. Yes, you will see them putting water around, but it is just to keep things cool. They really do, in all likelihood, need foam to put out these flames. That's latest here from the Chevron refinery in El Segundo. I'm Eliana Moreno. Back to you in the studio.
All right, Eliana, thank you. Joining us now on the phone, the mayor of El Segundo, Chris Pimentel. Thank you so much for joining us on this busy night. What more can you tell us about what has happened?
You know, I think first and foremost, right now we have 0 reported injuries, and all of the workers and contractors are accounted for. So that was our focus of effort. So as we get this contained, and we're really close to getting this out, that was the first focus of effort.
And what do you see coming in the next hours? What are we looking at? I know we've made great progress, amazing job out there, but what do you want to tell people who live there?
Well, I think the people here know that we rehearse these things in conjunction with Chevron all the time. So we do a full suite of disaster preparedness drills, everything from spills in the ocean to fires aboard the refinery. So when this incident first happened, our fire station 1, which is about 400 yards from the Chevron gate, was there immediately, working in conjunction with Chevron Fire. There was never a moment where this was approaching the fence line to get outside. So the containment within the property happened very quickly. The containment on site obviously has taken some time as we knock this thing down. But I think that residents here, you know, this city was founded around this refinery. They're comfortable with the continual safety improvements that Chevron has taken in conjunction with the city. And that's why I think when things like this happen, we spring to action. But we rehearse and rehearse and rehearse, and we work and work and work because you're only as good as the next one. So.
Yeah, and I think the shock of hearing the sound of the explosion and then seeing the flames really scared and shook up a lot of people out there. Have you heard of any damage in the immediate area, anything like windows broken or at houses?
No, and you know, this refinery is ringed with sensors for air quality and damage, and those are pretty sensitive pieces of equipment. And online, when we look, you know, we can access those things in real time. We see no damage to any of those sensors mounted on the ring set around the refinery on the fence line. So I don't know of anything outside, but those typically would be our first. When we see one of those go offline, that would be the first sign that something has happened. In some kind of blast, but we've not seen any of that evidence yet. But when the sun comes up, we'll have a better look.
Yeah, I'm wondering what you will hear from Chevron tomorrow, what they will be telling people at this point about what has happened.
Well, you know, that line of communication, we have 24-hour communication with them and online, on-call personnel. So when this thing first started, you know, we were on with them immediately. I mean, when I say immediately, I mean within a minute, we were on with them. So that continual line of communication and working back, and as we work to investigate what caused this, we anticipate that coming out very, very quickly. The minute we can have it down with some fact on the ground.
All right, we'll be following it, too. Thank you so much. That is the mayor of El Segundo, Chris Pimentel, joining us tonight on the phone. We wish you the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's going to be a long night out here, no doubt.
I think it is. All right. Hang in there.
Have a good day. Be safe out there and in the air. Talk to you guys soon.
Absolutely. Thank you. Always. We continue our live coverage right now with NBC4's Macy Jenkins. Macy, you've been there talking to people. What are you hearing?
Well, Kathy, let's give you some perspective of where we are located. I'm about 3 blocks south of where my colleague Robert Kovacic was standing. This is a look from El Segundo Boulevard, East El Segundo Boulevard. Of the north side of the facility, you can see just behind the gates the flames in the distance. This is gate number 8. Now, I want to give you a little context about this facility. There are 1,100 employees, 500 contractors, and as you just heard the mayor say, all of them are accounted for and there are no injuries. I want to bring in a neighbor, a man who lives nearby. This is Sam Doherty. Thank you for joining me. Tell me, where were you when you heard this and why did you come over?
Yeah, so I was at home over on Mariposa Avenue, which is about 5 blocks east of here. I heard a rumble in my living room and pretty soon after started getting texts that the refinery was on fire and I should consider evacuating.
Really? So you heard that, you got the text, you came on over, and what did you see?
Yeah, so I did a drive-by and saw the refinery on fire. I mean, there's quite a bit of steam in the air, and so it reflects a lot of the orange light, and so it looks pretty bad, especially from afar. So it's good to get some perspective kind of up close.
And do you think you will evacuate or go back home tonight?
I think I'll probably continue to keep an eye on the news and kind of keep my options open. I have a go bag packed in case I need to leave, but not planning on leaving this second.
Very good to be prepared. Sam, thank you very much. So again, Sam, one of the people who is in this area, when we drove around, you could see there were several roadblocks, and that's El Segundo PD, Manhattan Beach PD, El Segundo Fire taking the lead on this. And as you heard the supervisor say earlier, that LA County Fire Department did come to assist, but they have since left the area. Again, this fire looking like it has subsided and calmed down from when we first saw this erupt about an hour ago, but people who live in the area are keeping an eye on it to make sure that they do not have to leave their homes should something else occur. That's the very latest here. Reporting in El Segundo, Macy Jenkins, NBC4 News.